There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
The inside handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. The Sun Devils are in the hurry up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This one's complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked it down so quickly. This is a kind of game and top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Byers on the move. Touchdown, Arizona State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Firing to the right, complete. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Longhorns will keep this drive going.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Finds his big tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Baxter.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Wegman. That's caught, it's Baxter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy's is.
Tight end trying to get in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tags on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that.
Lots of room to run. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man quickly. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Trying to beat him to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday as we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Sun Devils need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Wegman. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On the run, still looking. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll move the tight end. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman using his feet to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Snap it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Second and 10, he'll throw again. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Sun Devils. And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Baxter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sure hands, it's Thomas. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Keeps looking downfield. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lobs it off the back foot. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Wegman. It's complete to the left. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He'll pull it down. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes. Almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. So first down will open up the final period. Handoff from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A designed run for the quarterback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Direct snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
Really nice play called by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's throwing picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that.
Turning it on! And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Have to put that first down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Good right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll run the counter. Jukes his way for more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game.